Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I'm praying that this year came in with you, being a healthy new year and a great new year for each and every one of you. I'd like to say thank you for those that are tuning in for the first time. My name is Loletta. Welcome to the Virtuous Lady. For those that are tuning back in, I'd like to say thank you. And for those that have supported me during the year of 2020, as a new YouTuber, I'd like to say thank you. And I greatly appreciate. Today we're going to be talking about out with the old, in with the new, so to speak. And our topic is going to be living life on purpose. Living life on purpose. As the new year fades out and a new year comes in, it's always a time of reflecting, a time of resting, a time of just seeing what the new year has for each and every one of us. What is it that we want to see in the new year? So waiting to see what the new year brings for the year 21 is a good time for us to look back upon some of the expectations that we like to see. What is it that we want to do? What is it that we want to accomplish? How do we go about it? If this is something that you think will interest you, feel free to go ahead and hit the like button. If this is, I trust that you will get something out of it. On this channel, first of all, my goal is to motivate, to inspire, and encourage you to live your best life to the fullest. To motivate, inspire, and encourage you. So that's my goal on this channel, and I'm trying to do everything in a not necessarily a different manner, but you know, after you look over things, you just want it to improve, to enhance on what you've done last year or what you've done last month. I just want to be the best that I can be, and I'm pretty sure we're all in the same boat. Well, we want to be the best that we can be as we move forward. This year, 2020, many people say that it wasn't really the best year, you know, with the pandemic and everything happening and things that we've never experienced, things that we've never seen before, that's all around us. But I can truly say that I look back and God has really blessed each and every one of us. But God has really been, his hands has definitely been upon us. I just thank God for his many blessings. We have not lacked for anything, but I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Moving on from the yesteryears, I want to show you what it looks like in the natural. As we move forward past the yesteryears, which was last year, we're moving forward into another year. And as you've seen the image, well, the video, that as I got everything labeled, packed correctly and put away, and to the point where I would know where everything is for the next year. It's like out with the old, in with the new. And it's a perfect time for us to look upon and reflect upon our expectations for the new year. So what do? Do we sit around patiently and just watch to see how 2021 is going to unfold? Or do we plan, do we visualize, do we pray to see the manifestation of the things that we desire to have to see? Okay, there's a cliche that says a person that fails to plan plans to fail. And this is where living on purpose comes into place. Living on purpose basically means that there's a purpose in your living. You're living your life purposely the way that you feel that God is leading you to live it, to accomplish the things in life, to inspire you to be the best that you can be, to live the best that you can live, to have the best that you can have. That's living life on purpose. Because as we're doing what we feel that we're being led to do, and just seeing everything unfold in our hands, yes, you can have it all. You can have all that in a bag of chips. It's just being able to plan, being able to see and watch God unfold things before you. Watch him open the doors beyond your wildest dreams. You know, he said in his word that he will give you above what we can ask or think. So just knowing, you know, that we can have it all. You know, it may not always be the way we want it. It may not work out the way we want it to work out, but just knowing that everything is going to work out. What is it that you want to accomplish this year? And how do you see yourself being better for this year? These are two questions I want to ask you. You know, because we have to know that before we can go forward. The memories of 2020, as we packaged up all the Christmas items and took away those memories are not to be forgotten. Those are the memories that make us who we are today. I hear a lot of people say that I've had, 2020 was a bad year. For me, every year is a good year. I look at it on that note because had it not been for the bad or the good, we wouldn't be who we are today. So even though things may not be pleasant, things may not have worked out the way we had planned them to work out. Maybe we didn't get the job or promotion we wanted. Maybe, we failed in our diet or exercise. Maybe we didn't fulfill, the dreams and goals, or purchase the things, or bought a new house, whatever. Maybe we wasn't able to accomplish, all of that. But it doesn't mean that it can't still come to pass. So I just want to encourage you today, as I want to give you a few steps on how to live your life on purpose. Because all of us, God has given us gifts. He's given us talents, some more than others. But he's given us talents and stuff to hold on to. And these are the things that's going to make you feel fulfilled in life. As the memories of 2020 will not be forgotten. It's just as we're putting them away for now, but it's making room for the new ideas. It's making room for the new accomplishments, the new goals, the new dreams, the new lifestyle changes that needs to be made. It's making room for that. It's like moving away the clutter. And I know with me, every year when I pull things out, things are never the same. I put one tree here, or I move something else here, or I move the decorations, or I change the decorations after I've got the clearance sales, after Christmas, or I add a new ornament or a few ornaments every year, or just kind of change things around so it's not like the same every single year. So it's putting away, but it's not forgetting, because it's those things that propel us to be the best that we can be. It's those things, the ups and downs, the disappointments, and the things in life that we haven't prepared for, or either that has brought disappointment, or whatever the case might be, unfulfilled dreams, unfulfilled desires. These are things that propel us to do more, to push a little harder. The first thing we're going to talk about is vision. Now, vision is what gives you direction. It gives you inspiration. It gives you motivation to push through the life toughest challenges, things that we're going to face. We're going to face challenges. We're going to face difficulties. In the process of that, your vision, long as it's here when you see it clearly, that it will propel you to keep pushing forward. It's something that you desire, that you're not going to let nothing break that, take that, or whatever, or cause you not to fulfill those things that you've desired to fulfill. You see me looking down, and I do apologize. I got up at 5 this morning, just jotting down notes. Now, with me, vision could be done on many ways. First, you have to visualize yourself doing, seeing, or having everything that you talked about. Some people put it on vision books. Some people write it down just on paper. Me, I'm a visual person, so I do vision board. So I've done it for the last few years. I even have my great-granddaughter doing her vision board, and she'll check everything off that we've done or accomplished, that was on her vision board. But the vision board is so important because it allows us to visualize everything that you want to do, that you want to have, and that you want to accomplish in the future. With me, it just keeps it visual because it's in front of my face. It's in my office. I look at it. I see it every day. And it's something that can't be forgotten because it's constantly there. And the Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2 to write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, meaning to write it down. Put it where you can see it. When you have a vision, when you visualize yourself living that dream, or driving that car, or a new career change, or, training, or completing a course, of learning a skill. When you visualize yourself doing that, it becomes more realistic to you because you have to feel it. You have to know within yourself with this vision that you're going to accomplish the things that are on it. It's like a blank canvas that you post images, quotes, and affirmations and drawings. And I use a lot of clip art on mine and things that you want to create in your life. That's living your life on purpose. Tip number 2, pray. Simply pray. Praying is putting your goals and your plans before the Lord. Sometimes we have goals that are unrealistic. Sometimes we have goals that are not the purpose that God has for us. Because he created us, he knows what we were predestined to be and to do. And because of that, I make my goals and I do my vision board, and I lay everything down. But then I have to put it before him. I have to humble myself before him and surrender all of my plans and everything unto him. Lord, this is what I desire. This is what I want. You promised what you would give me desires in my heart. But if this is not for me, because he knows the end from the beginning, because if it's not for me, then I need your guidance. I need your blessings. I need your direction. And just surrender all those goals and plans and desires that you have before the Lord. And as you're praying, just believe God with expectation. He will lead and guide you. I also even ask God, shut the doors in my life that needs to be shut. Because there's some things that we're asking God for that we're not ready for. There's some doors that, that may be open that is not meant for us to walk in. And I ask him to open the doors in our life that needs to be open. The necessary doors that I need to walk in. Open each and every door. Because stumbling blocks and things, when you set your mind to do something, when you set your mind, troubles are going to come. Distractions are going to come. And that's coming to test you to see how strong are you. Are you going to give into it? Or do you want this bad enough that you're going to yet push, for it? It's the listening to his voice, his guidance, and surrendering everything unto him that allows your plans to come to manifestation or fruition. It's just giving everything over unto him. Okay, planning. Number 3. Number 3 is planning. We have to plan. How do you plan to achieve these goals? So you have to have something written down so you know how you're going to achieve the goal. Okay, your goal is to lose 15 pounds. Okay, how you going to do this? Write the plan down on how you plan on to do it. My plan is to save money, $10,000 or $5,000 to purchase a car or to buy a home. Okay, now how do you plan to do that? Break that down. How much do I need to save each month? What do I need to sacrifice, or do I need to sacrifice anything financially, put things on the back burner in order to get this goal accomplished? So when we're setting goals and making plans, we have to actually be realistic and writing things down on how we plan on achieving the things that we have envisioned us having. Because as we all know, even though we're praying, it's just not going to drop down from the sky. I wish it was that easy, but we all know that it's not. So there's planning, there's work that we have to do. As far as getting things written down, following up with that, staying on point. When you feel yourself fall off, just refocus yourself and get right back on it. If it's something that you really want bad enough. And stay tuned, because at the end, I'm going to show you the things that God has blessed us through living on purpose. But it's just planning. You have to plan. You have to see yourself doing it. After you envision it, after you pray, then you have to plan how you're going to achieve it. And this is where, too, that God will open those doors, even though I write down things. But sometimes God will supernaturally, many times, open those doors that I know that it was nobody but him. And I'm going to just share a small testimony at the end. As we know, the Bible says faith without works is dead. And this is where the planning comes into play as well. Because if we don't put the work behind it, then don't expect to achieve it. Don't expect to have it. There is work that goes into it that we have to do. The next thing is believe. We have to believe that it will happen. You have to believe in yourself and believe in God. When you've prayed and just trust the Lord and done all the steps above, then we have to believe that it's going to happen. What do I mean by believing? Well, before we bought this home, we just began to speak into existence, positive affirmation. Lord, I thank you for my house. Lord, I thank you for my house. Lord, I thank you for working everything out. Lord, I thank you for a smooth transition. Lord, I just thank you for your, for your power and just leading us to the place that we need to be. We knew the general area that we wanted to move in, but we just didn't know the area all that well. But it wasn't the area that we intended on moving. We're like 20 minutes away, but it was exactly more than what we could expect. So it's just visualizing yourself. We got to the point that once we found the house, and I'm going to show you at the end, talk to you about it at the end. Once we found the house, we would lay in bed at night. Now, which room are we going to use for this? Well, which room do you think we should have as a guest bedroom? Which one should we, we started envisioning living there. And what it was going to be like. We would just lay in bed at night and talk about it, because in our heart and in our mind, we just knew that this was going to happen. We didn't doubt it at no time. We just knew that If God put this in our path, then we're going to see it to pass. He was going to see it to pass. So it's believing in yourself, believing in, believing in not giving up. Now, adversities come. It came. Believe me, it came. But we just determined that we wasn't going to give up. And I'm going to, like I said, share that a little bit at the end. But just believing is one of the important things in speaking. When you believe, you begin to speak. Now, you can't tell your dreams and everything to everybody, because some people are dream killers. They would pray against you. They don't want to see you succeed. But, just being able to speak it, get up in the morning, pray over your aspirations and stuff at night. Speak your aspirations at night. That's that quiet time that I have when I get up early in the morning. That's my precious time that I get up before things get started. It's really quiet. It's really, that's my time alone with the Lord as I'm drinking my coffee or my tea, just thanking God for another day, asking him to guide my day, asking him to open doors. So this is the quiet time that works for me. It's early morning. So you find that time that works for you. Evenings may be better for you. Nighttime, before, or middle of the night, middle of the noon, middle of the day, maybe noontime on your lunch hour, maybe, the time, whatever time you have, just begin to believe it and speak over these things over your life. Okay. And the last thing is manifestation. As we know, it's a waiting process. And during this time is when you start preparing yourself. Loletta, what do I mean by that? Preparing yourself means you just don't sit back and just think that things are just going to happen. If you want education or skill, or, want to perfect a skill or whatever, you have to put your hands in there and actually start researching and finding, what schools offer this, what schools offer whatever thing that you're looking for. If you're looking for a new job, a new career, begin to research, begin to learn everything that you can learn during this time of manifestation, because this is your time of preparation. You're preparing yourself. God is not going to bless you with something that you're not able to handle or something that you're not prepared for. So it's work involved. If you're working on weight loss or whatever, with me, we were doing a healthy lifestyle journey. I began to and I'll leave I'll leave the links below for that. I began just to research what it is that I need to do, because that was one of the things I wanted to do, was to be healthy. I wanted to feel healthy. I didn't want to be tired and worn out and, taking super long naps because I'm so tired throughout the day. This is not me. This is not normal. So I just wanted just to go out of the year of last year being healthy. So regardless of what your goals may be, during this time, you use that time for preparation. Don't just sit back and just hold oh yeah, it's going to happen. It's a lot more than that. You have to put the work in. You have to believe. You have to pray. You have to speak those aspirations, affirmations over your life, and just believe the Lord at that point to open those necessary doors. Whether it can be weight loss, it can be a new job, financially stable, a new house, a new car, education, training in a specific field, or either you just want to master a new skill, or a healthier lifestyle, most important, a better you. That's one of the things, just being better, be the best you that you can be. You're the only one. God created you unique. So our goal every year should be to be better within ourselves. So as you're writing the goals down, you write down spiritual things, you write down physical things, you write down everything that you would like to accomplish, worldwide, not worldwide, but overall, to get a balance on everything. Remember that God has created you to be a winner. He created all of us to be a winner. He created us to be the head and not the tail. He created us to be above only and not beneath. And he also created us all to be overcomers. Now, a lot of times you don't feel that way, but you have to know, and that's what getting in the word is so important. You have to know what his word says about you. And he says that his plans for you are good and not for evil, to give you that expected end. And because of that, he knows the plans. He wants to give you his best. But there's a position that we have to be in. So in doing that, there's things that we have to accomplish. So use this time wisely as you are waiting for the manifestation. Use the time wisely and just to get in preparation. Get yourself prepared mentally, spiritually, and physically. We can't ask God to give us a house if we have not prepared and start saving for it. Or we have not bought furniture or have money set aside to buy something to put in there. You know, so these are things that we have to prepare for. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a few things that God has blessed us. Now, one of the things when I did a vision board is I wanted a house. And this was 2019's vision. I wanted a house, and actually it was 2018, but we didn't get it to 2019. Yes, that's right. So I wanted a home. We both did. And we knew that the home that after we got married was just a temporary home, even though we loved it. But we wanted some place that was more quiet and more seclusive. Just a place of retirement, because we're both in that stage where we're both retired. We wanted a place that we can say that this is our last stop. And we found it. And after we found it, I'm going to try to make this short because after we found it, you know, these are just share with you some of the oppositions that came up against us. We found the home. We didn't even have the money that they were asking to put down. We didn't have the money. So I asked the realtor if he can wait a couple weeks. You know, I had to save up the money. And it wasn't even what he had asked for. It was less than half that. And at this time, as I was talking to my husband a few days ago, you know, if I look back then, I could have gave up. You know, what if he got a better offer? You know, but we just began to pray. And God began to open doors, and we got our dream home. It took 8 months. And if you guys would like to hear more about the process, just leave it down in the comment section below, because I don't want this video to be too long. But God opened every single door that needed to happen. And you know it's God when nobody else does it. It was nobody but him. And we came through pretty much without a mortgage. For not having enough to put down and to be able to pay for your house pretty much in full. That was nothing but the Lord. And that was an 8-month process. And it came with a lot of adversities and things coming against us. The contract ending 3 times and having to be renewed and renewed and renewed. But leave a comment section below, and I will do a video and sharing with you. That's going to take a little time. And also one of the things I wanted was to do a skincare line, which I did in 2019. I wanted to do something with natural skincare because I just began to read and research, didn't know why all this stuff was coming to my mind, but I couldn't sleep. And I was up researching in the middle of the night on my phone, and it just stayed heavy on me. And I said, Lord, is this what you want me to do? And if so, is it for me or is it for others as well? And the Lord told me it was for other people as well, because he wanted me to share that there's a natural way, that we don't have to succumb to all the chemicals and stuff that we're putting in our skin, on our skin, So I began to research and do that. And as I began to research, I was just shocked at the stuff that we were putting, you know, on our skin, me in particular as well. So that brought that whole thing. And in a course of, I think, about 4 months, I had my product line ready, and it began to grow. The body butters, the whipped body butter, emulsified sugar scrub, the mineral bath salts, and then I had the lip balm, and it just went on to bath bombs and everything went on. But then I started seeing the benefits of it, and other people, like my mom, she won't live without it. So just things like that the Lord just opened that door. Some I prayed for, and the other ones I didn't know. But the Lord, you know, I knew that at that time that was what I was supposed to be doing. Last year, I did do a big vision board, and I also do it with my granddaughter. I wanted to open an Etsy shop because I began to research, and I didn't realize it was more involved than I thought. But that came about last year, 2020. So 2020, I look at the things that God had helped me to accomplish. Also, I wanted to do a new YouTube channel, which is this. Didn't know, because I just felt a push, a propel, that there was something, things that I've gone through, things I've experienced, things that I've learned, that the Lord wanted me to share with people. But, you know, I'm not a camera person. I don't like being in front of the camera. I did my first one, I guess, in January of last year. And as I was doing the video, you know, I was scared and, you know, didn't know what to say. I had my husband holding my camera, filming it. But I couldn't rest without it. I knew that I had to do it because I couldn't, and it just stayed on my mind. I said, Lord, this is what you want me to do, but you know, I don't like being up front. You know, I'm good with being in the background. Just being an intercessor, just praying. That was my comfort zone. But the Lord was telling me, I knew he was telling me to move to the forefront. Lord, I don't even know how to start a YouTube channel. I don't know nothing about YouTube. I remember putting it on Facebook, does anybody know how to start a YouTube channel? And so I didn't know what to do. I just began to pray, well, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, then you have to open the door. And Lord, behold, my granddaughter had called, and she lives in Myrtle Beach, here, South Carolina, and I'm here. We began to talk, and I was sharing it with her. She said, Nana, I can do that for you. She said, I've done something. I said, for real? So then that was God opening that door, because I didn't know where to turn. I left it up to him. If this is what he wanted me to do, then to open that door. And that's exactly what he did. And as I began to share things with her, she's, got everything started. She began working on it. And this has been since May. And I've been putting forth a video every week, if not two, every week. Another thing, we always wanted a laundry room in this home. We had sold our washer and dryer with our previous home. So because of that, when we moved here, we didn't have a washer dryer. So in doing that, I didn't really mind, but I said, I'll just get another one. But after we got here, and I didn't want it in the basement because I wasn't going down there yet, I wanted a first floor laundry. And sometimes you just have to wait for the things that you want. So in the process of doing that, we began to talk about it. We wanted it, but the question was, Lord, we know nobody here. The contractors that we knew were back in Buffalo. There was nobody here that we knew. We were new to the area. So for a year, since the laundromat was down the street, I just, at the corner, I went back and forth. And this was my quiet time, just of being alone, with the Lord. So at 7 a.m. every morning, I was up, and every Saturday, I was up and at the laundromat. And it didn't bother me, for that year. But then when Corona stepped in, and this was around the beginning of March, we had just gotten back from a trip. And I said, okay, now I'm a little uncomfortable with this. Because at that point, I didn't know whose hands was on things, as far as the washing the dryer. And I think I went one time, and the lady got a little bit too close. It was closer than that 6 feet. She's washing right next to me, and it just made me very uncomfortable. So we began to pray about it. And as we began to pray, the Lord opened the door. And I kept saying I wanted it before my month for that was April, which was the following month. We didn't know what we were going to do. So our neighbor down the street was so gracious. Her husband came down, and she had talked with her and everything. And she said, well, my husband can help you with that. I wanted a wall torn down so I can have my own counter to fold clothes, and everything. And the Lord blessed. Anyway, he worked with us for a couple days. And this was during the pandemic with N95 masks. He had one on as well as my husband. And it's right off the kitchen, convenient place. And I love, 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 love it. I will do a testimony maybe later about it and go further in detail. But for 2 days, he worked with my husband, got that wall, those windows knocked down, and got a wall built there. And this is all inside. And it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love, 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 love my laundry room. It's like a laundry room that I've always dreamed of, that I never had. Very high end, very boutique-ish. And it just fits me comfortably. It's not a tiny space, But I guess what it is, the Lord opened that door. And when we went to buy the wash and dryer, they were half price. So we got the wash and dryer half price. My neighbor gave us a name of the electrician, the name of the plumber. He came and ran all the pipes and everything that was necessary to have it vented. And then this was during a time of stimulus too. So the Lord has a way of putting things together. And even though I didn't know how it was going to be done, that was a vision that we had. And I was determined with it. Every morning I get up, Lord, I thank you for my laundry room, because I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how to go about it. So the Lord will open those necessary doors that need to be opened, but it's important to visualize. It's important to plan. It's important to believe. It's important to pray. And in doing all that, the manifestation will come. That's why it's so important with vision, getting your vision out there and getting it written down. Also, let me know if there's anything that I haven't mentioned that you're interested in seeing, and I'll do my best to do a video for you. I want to just encourage everyone to live your best life. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't enjoy the fullness of life. And my goal is just to motivate and to inspire, and I trust that this has. If this has inspired you in any way, Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share this video, because I just want to reach and encourage as many people as I can. As I am blessed, I want to be able to bless others. I want to be able to bless you. I want everyone that can live, to live their life to the fullest, and knowing that even through the pandemic, even through adversities coming our way, that we can live our life on purpose. God has given us a purpose, and we can fulfill the dreams and have the things in life that we want, because he said he would not uphold nothing for those that, no good thing for those that walk upright before him. So, just knowing that, set your goals, set your dreams. You know how it is when you were in school, when you set your dreams, and well, when I graduate, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But some way down the line, life happens, things changed. We didn't accomplish the things in life that we wanted. Our dreams began to change because life happens and we didn't know how to deal with it. So I'm just here to encourage you that those dreams and aspirations, a lot of times God places those dreams there, and they're there for a reason. And you want to fulfill that. And fulfilling it, it makes you feel good. You accomplish something. So living your life on purpose for 2021, let that be your goal, your desire. And like I said earlier, if you'd like me to do a video on vision board, even though I'm doing it on, on a vision board, you can always just write it down. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the board. Whatever's going to motivate you, or write down some aspirations, I have a list of those. I can share those. If those are interested, just let me know. And if this video has been an inspiration to you, please share. If you're new, or either if you've watched before and have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. That would really help my channel to grow. Just an update that I do upload videos. Videos are uploaded every week, every Wednesday, usually around 6 a.m. They're usually loaded. Every now and then it's a little later, and then I do them throughout the week from time to time. But if you hit that notification bell, you will be notified every time that I upload a video. Isn't that good news? So at this time, I'm just also going to just let you know that at the Virtuous Lady over my Facebook page, that I do have a Fill My Cup inspiration that comes every first and third. The first didn't come, even though I did it. I'm having problems yet with my camera, with my phone actually, trying to get the information uploaded. But I trust that the Lord and I will get this thing fixed this week. So every first and third, we do from 7 a.m. to 7:15, maybe 18, something like that. And just come here, word of encouragement. Also, there are behind the scenes footage on things, and I do scriptures and words and inspirational quotes and things of encouragement that will give you the encouragement, hopefully, just to get through whatever hurdle that we may be facing. We all need encouragement. We all need inspiration. So feel free to tune on to that too. At this time, I'm saying bye for now. Continue to have a blessed new year. Set your goals and live your life on purpose. And I will see you in the next video. God bless everyone.